Hey guys, I'm going to do another video today, and I promise this is the last one. I just need to do this video. This video is going to be about books. I read a lot, and I've been reading since I was 3, so books are very important to me, and reading is very important to me. Now, a lot of these books are gothy, or dark, or goth-oriented, and a lot of them aren't. But I just thought I'd mention some of these books that I've been reading recently, and just books in general that I like. Now, these, I don't have all of them because I rarely get actually buy books. I usually just go to the library and check books out. A lot of these books are actually from the library that I'm currently reading or have recently read or, something like that. And, yeah, let's get to it. The first book that I'm going to talk about is called Teeth. And it is a book full of a bunch of vampire stories. And this book is super cool because it is totally gothy oriented, and the introduction, it actually talks a lot about the goth subculture in the introduction, which I was super excited about because I've never read a book that has been about the subculture. Well, it wasn't about it, but in the introduction it mentioned the subculture. It was the goth subculture, which has been around for 30 years and going strong, blah blah. I don't remember what it was saying, but I was just yay, that's me. And, yeah, it's really good. It's just a bunch of short stories about vampires. It's super good. I loved it. I read it, a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it. Yeah. It's a book I am currently reading. It's called The Savage Grace. And it is actually the third book in a series. It's the Dark Divine series. The first book is called The Dark Divine. The second book is called The Lost Saint, and then this one, which is the final one, Savage Grace. And these books are basic fiction that I usually read. It's primarily about werewolves. The main people are the good people are werewolves, and the bad people are demons and awesome stuff like that. Again, fiction, fantasy stuff, but it is very good. I wouldn't say it's gothy oriented, but I love it, and it's the best series in the world. Well, one of the best, I think. So I'm halfway through this book right now, and it's super good. Definitely recommend. Oh, and it's by Bree, Despain. I will put all of these books in the description just because whenever I watch videos about books, I never know how to spell the names, or I never remember what the name was or whatever. The next book, well, it's actually a series, but I only own one of the books of the series, is the Mortal Instruments series, Infernal Devices. I only have City of Ashes, which is actually the second book, but I loved this series. I have not read the last one, which is City of Fallen Angels, but I've read every other one, and I am so excited about these books. They are amazing, and the movie was horrible though. I watched the movie about a couple months ago. It was horrible. They ruined it, and it was the people weren't even at all they should have been. Simon was not what I thought he would be. Clare was not what I thought she would be. I thought she would be more of a ginger and awkward, but I don't know. The movie was horrible, but these books are very good. Again, Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. The next one is actually another series by the same author. It's the Infernal Devices series. This is the second book. I'm currently reading this book. I've read the first one, which is Clockwork Angel. Yeah, I believe. I have not been reading very much lately. Yes, Clockwork Angel. And it's a very steampunk book, is all I have to say. A lot of it is very steampunk. Yeah, the second book, Clockwork Prince. Third book is Clockwork Princess. Again, it's by Cassandra Clare. Yeah. The next series I have to mention, I actually have 4 of the books. Not even in order or anything. But I'm going to show just one of them, is the House of Night series. Now, I wasn't too crazy about these series. I think they're pretty good. I think the story was pretty good, but it was a little, wasn't really the best vampire series, I'd say. I definitely enjoyed them though. And this is Untamed, which I believe is the 4th book, I believe. I think it is. But I think they're... I wouldn't hesitate to say they're gothic oriented. I just know the covers are very cool. Like, if you look on the back, look at all the covers, they're pretty damn cool looking. But yeah, I have not read the series for a long time, mainly because I could never find like the next book in order, and I did not want to read them out of order. So I only read like first 4 or 5 books. I think I read the first 5 about, but I could find the next book in the series, so that was a bummer. The next series that I like to talk about is the Maze Runner series, and this is the first book, which is called The Maze Runner by James Dashner. These books are obviously not gothic oriented, but they were so good. It's like basically like a sci-fi futuristic apocalypse kind of type thing. But basically what happens is these teenagers are stuck in this weird place. There's a maze. It's really weird. It's like they're like being given tests to see if they're like good enough to survive, and it's really good. The second book I just read is called The Scorch Trials, and I have yet to read the 3rd book. Called Death Cure. Okay, the next series that I have to talk about, I only have the 3rd book and the 5th book, I say, but this is probably the best series I've read in my lifetime, and oh, they're just so good. I want to go back and read them so bad, and that is the Fallen series. I have Passion. This is Passion. This is the 3rd book in the series. There are 4 books, but there's actually a 5th one that tells like stories that happen during some of the books. But it is the Fallen series by Lauren Kate. This is the 3rd one, and I wouldn't really say they're gothic oriented. I just think that the covers are very cool looking. This is the best series I've ever read. So good. It's about fallen angels and demons, and like it was just so good. I want to go back and read them again. I want it to like be like the first time I read it though, because so many cool things, like mind blowing. So many cool things happen. The next book I have to talk about, I have not read for a while, and I lost the jacket to it, which is really sad. It is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Again, another very gothy book. If you want to read something very gothy, read this. It has a lot of cool art. Like, for example, I'll have to show. It has like lots of cool like pictures and stuff in it. Like, it's not just all, you know, boring reading. I will have to find this. There's gotta be another really cool one in here. There's lots of cool art. Like this is pretty cool, I think. So yeah, it's a good book. I got it like a really long time ago. There are lots of other books that I like, and I can't exactly think of them off the top of my head. But I know that there's this one book that I used to have, and I read it, I think when I was in about 7th or 8th grade, and I cannot remember what it's called, but it was really good, and I spent like all this afternoon looking for the book, because I know that I didn't throw it away, because I never throw books away, and I know I would have kept it in my like favorite books like section / box. I moved like about almost a year ago into this house, and I've never seen it since I lived here. And so I really want to find it, because it was like one of the best books that I've ever read, and it has a statue on the front. It was really dark, and it was creepy, and it was so good. And I spent like all my afternoon looking for it, but I can't find it, and it is really annoying me. I just want to find it so bad. Maybe I will later. I don't know. I'm bored, so maybe I'll find it. But yeah, those are pretty much all the books that I could think of and have at the moment. Oh, I just remembered some books that I love so much. Anything Stephen King. I have read, I think, 4 Stephen King books. The Shining, The Mist, Pet Sematary, and Salem's Lot. And they were all very good. I think that Pet Sematary was probably the best one. The Mist, the book was kind of ruined for me because I watched the movie before it. The movie is amazing, by the way, I totally recommend it. So the book was kind of shitty because I knew everything that was happening. And then Pet Sematary was super good, the movie was good too. Salem's Lot was very good vampire book if you want to read something about vampires. Most, like, when people, like, most things, they think, like, Salem, they think it's, like, about witches, but it's actually about vampires. But, anyway, it was a good vampire book, and, I don't know, it was good, but I kind of, I don't know, got a little slow towards the end, I feel like. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But, yeah, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, like, all that crap, and let me know if you liked talking about books. Maybe I'll do it further as I read more books.